Welcome back to Nick Landis Comic Corner Classic Non Classics. This is episode number 1897, Doubleshot number 1791. This one is basically has two finales. One for a series and another for a writer's run for a book. Alright, first up it is U.S. Avengers, Volume 2. Oh, fun fact about this book and the other book, and it was two other books basically. I did mention this in my haul video, that I got these two books as part of a 4 for 20 deal. Yeah, 4 books for $20. Not bad of a deal. This book collects the rest of the series, 7 through 12. The first half of this book deals with Secret Empire, where they don't agree with basically. Now, Red Hulk is controlled by Supreme Hydra. Well, he's basically controlled by Captain he's controlled by Captain Hydra. And he basically sends, actually it's Iron Patriot who sends out the team members away from the U.S. Where? To Paris. Where they run into the Champions of Europe. Which, one of the members, Gowling, I think her name is, this book is also her last known appearance to date, because after this book wrapped up, she never appeared again. And the first half basically deals with them fighting Hydra in Paris, which is awesome. The second half of the series reveals what happened with Cannonball. Cannonball supposedly died during the opening issues, and here it's nope, he didn't die. He was taken by some weird aliens, and he was taken to this paradise, which apparently was based upon Archie. Yes, as a matter of fact, the main prince called himself Richie. And he looks like Archie from Archie Comics. Look at this guy here who's basically Bugface. Yeah, he's clearly based upon Reggie. Yeah. Yeah, and here's Richie Redwood, which, looking at him, it's like basically Al Ewing clearly wanted this to be Archie, but revealed to be a Skrull. Yeah, based upon his appearance, yeah, I can buy the fact this is supposed to be. And also, for some reason, Cannonball is wearing his old outfit from the days when he was part of the X-Men. Now, I think he's wearing a different outfit part of this. Now, the Cannonball Run, as it's called, it takes the last 2 issues of this book. Yep, so now basically Sunspot, who's basically free from the whole stuff, he's basically requested to go rescue Cannonball by Cannonball's smoking hot wife Smasher, who is also the mother of they also have a kid together named Joshua, named after Cannonball's late brother, who was murdered by William Stryker. Yes. So, and she also reveals the reason why she's able to find out where he is, due to an implant in his body, implanted to him by the Shi'ar. It's like, oh, she has 2 reasons why she's able to access it. 1, she's a super guardian, and 2, she's also his spouse. Yep, they're still married. And I'm so glad the fact that Hickman basically still kept these 2 married. Because after all, he did hook these 2 up, so good job for Hickman for doing that. So basically, these aliens are actually freaking Skrulls. Yes, Skrulls kidnap Cannonball to live in a virtual reality of apparently supposed to be they say America, but it's clearly based upon Riverdale. I am not kidding about that. I don't know if Al Ewing is a fan of Archie, because based upon the way this guy Richie is dressed, it seems like he takes inspiration from, I would say, the modern interpretation of Archie. I think it was from Mark Waid's when he wrote the book. Yes, but interesting stuff here. I love it. And also, apparently, the U.S. Avengers, they decided to have where, Sunspot, after the Secret Empire, just gave up position with the U.S. Avengers. But it seemed like he sort of disbanded the team because of Secret Empire, but they could bring back together for one last mission to go rescue Cannonball. And they do, and the prince is arrested along with his goons. And then this book leads into No Surrender. And actually, really good. It leads into No Surrender, an excellent storyline that spans 16 issues of the main Avengers book. And the rumor now, I heard something. Apparently, they were gonna put this series on hiatus, and then the book got canceled, anyways. Yeah, but this book is awesome. I love it. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. It's just that damn good. Yeah. Now, my final thoughts on this series, if I can just review the last video. Damn good book. It's puzzling why. It's puzzling why in the world such a good comic book was canceled. Oh, God forbid Marvel have a good comic published before they get freaking canceled after only 12 issues. Yes, that's the problem with Marvel nowadays. Where some books don't even last this long. It's very rare some books even do. Because Marvel, apparently, it's like they claim their ongoing series, but they get canceled a short period of time, saying, well, were they supposed to be miniseries? Was it ongoing? Can't get clear info about that. At least I handed this book over Sword, another book Al Ewing wrote. This book managed to last one issue longer. Yes, and with this book, there's like roughly a couple miniseries left. Like, ongoing wise, I'd say like the only ongoing left to worry about is just Sword. And that's it. It's the only book left to worry about when it comes to Alan Ewing. Because I have covered every single every single ongoing that he's worked as for series. Aside from Sword itself, there is a couple miniseries. There is Civil War 2 Ulysses. And I think the other one is Infinity War's Iron Hammer. But that's it when it comes to that. Because basically there's like a few one-shots here. And mostly just a few series. But yeah, he's one of those writers from Marvel where I've read almost everything for them. The only other writers basically are like this is Don Nicotis, Kelly Thompson's another one, and Matthew Rosenberg. I've read almost everything they basically from Marvel. Alright, next up is another book from Amy Chu. We have the final trade for Red Sonja Volume 5, collecting issues 21-25. Yeah, they close out this run. It's kind of it's kind of like Amy Chu is just like doing a regular Red Sonja book. That's what it feels like to me. Like all that cool stuff. You have this other book where modern day and they go back to the past. Yeah, apparently all those characters were dropped for some reason by the end of this. Yeah, like all those cool supporting characters, they're gone. Yeah, apparently the previous trade had basically Red Sonja, like that was last time she had her trying companions them. Here they're gone and just basically Red Sonja back to a normal status quo for her. It's almost like basically a lot of this book never happened. Though it's definitely good, and it does go with a good bang. But that's what feels like the story to me, that basically Amy Chu is hitting the reset button with Red Sonja because the book is going to get relaunched under a new writer. Now you might be curious though, who replaced Amy Chu as a writer for this book? Now, there was another run published right after this one. Like, who took over right after she left, per se? Yeah. Well, the book was actually relaunched. I don't think it was August. Don't think that was it. Let's see. Like, who took over for this book, like, right after... I'm trying to find out exactly who. Yeah, so let's see. The new book was actually relaunched, just launches last year, and it's done by. Let's see, who is the writer of this book? It is done by Luca Bellino. Yeah, that is the current writer of the current Red Sonja book. Interesting, though, the fact that they decided to relaunch it. I mean, right now, anyways, here's something quite interesting about Red Sonja herself. There actually are several Red Sonja books out right now. There is Immortal Red Sonja, the current Red Sonja book, obviously, Invincible Red Sonja. I think it's like Red Shaw. Like there's like a lot. There's a lot of books published right now. There's a lot more than usual for Red Sonja. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's also Hell Sonja. Yeah. There's also Samurai Sonja. Yeah. Apparently, Dynamite is obsessed with Sonja right now. Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It seems like you have one, maybe two ongoing series. Now there's a lot. Oh my gosh, there's like a lot of Red Sonja books. Like here's the books you have published right now for Red Sonja. I'm gonna open up the document for clearly what I'm looking at is not helping me very well. Dude. Okay, so aside from the main Red Sonja book, there are several spin-offs of this damn thing. Vampirilla's got a couple too, but not as much as Red Sonja. And I'm like, as far as I can tell, I do not know the reason of why in the world there is so much books there right now. Oh, and in case you're curious though, if I can get back to the thing here, thank you. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. Now, oh, my document opens up here. I can basically tell you how many book series there are for Red Sonja. I think it's like 4 or 5. There's like Red Sea, which apparently is a similar character to Red Sonja. Yeah. There is Red Sheetha. Yeah, that's one of the books out right now. There is Immortal Red Sonja, Invincible, the current. It's like 5 or 6 books right now. Yes, there was the Red Sonja Black, White, and Red, but that series has since concluded. Mm-hmm. Yep. But let's just say Red Sonja basically is kept pretty busy in the last year or two. Yeah, kept pretty busy. So, yeah, 4 ongoing series for her. And it's almost like Dynamite's doing a lot with the character. Even though they just lost Carla Goth because of, well, Conan stuff. Okay, here we go. We have the current Red Sonja book, which I've not read the newest issue for yet. You have that book. You have a total number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books. 5 ongoing series for Red Sonja. Do not know the reason for why we have to have 5, but that's pretty much how it is right now. 5 books. Vampirilla's got a few. There is Styx. Well, actually, it's called NYX. It's a spinoff of Sacred 6. Yeah, there is that book, obviously. Vampirilla herself doesn't have a main book right now. No, you just have, for her, just Vampires, Vampirilla Year 1, Dracula, Vampire Strikes. You get roughly like 4 books for her, so about the same much as, well, Red Sonja. Because it's like, people love buying these characters. They're 2 Dynamite's most popular characters out right now. So, push them as much as possible. And I'm like, okay, it's great though we got a chance to see more characters, a lot more books for them. But where are all the male characters? Where's the Shadow, Green Hornet, Lone Ranger, the Spider? Where are all these characters? Oh, they put them on ice for a while? Well, actually, scratch it. There is 1 male character book right now. Army of Darkness. Yep, Army of Darkness got on a comic book right now. But aside from that, there's like, the only comic book I can think of they publish right now that features male characters is just their Kiss comics. But aside from that, that's pretty much when it comes to Dynamite, comes to their books. Now, in the case of the Red Sonja book, basically my final thoughts on the damn book is that it's a good book. The problem is basically the ending. It feels as though Amy Chu just had to hit the reset button with the character. Like, all those really interesting characters she introduced at the start of the run completely dropped. Like, heck, the guy who helped her out Modern Day disappears by halfway through the run. He's like left in the present. He doesn't go to the past with her at all. She takes a fest with her, which, and of course there's a brief reference to it here, where she fights sort of the one that came from the future, and supposedly that one's killed off and just merged with her. It's kind of weird to say the least. Yep. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this particular video. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and I possibly may have my 1900 episode tomorrow for my Comic Corner. Like, I'll hopefully get a few more Comic Corners done tomorrow, along with doing Case Closed. Okay? Next video. Bye.